Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us. This is the fourth part in a series of five for the five golden rules. What it does is it examines whether you actually have a viable safety program. OSHA specifically states in several places in all industries that we can have a written safety program. We can teach it to our employees. We can teach it to our subcontractors. We can make sure that they have all the books, forms, and everything. We can make threats, and we can say, "Do this or else." We can have all of the great speeches known to man to try to inspire our employees. Well, the only way we're going to know that they're doing what we ask them to do is we have to audit our jobs. So our fourth step, our fourth golden rule is audit your system. That means you need to audit not just the workers while they're working, but you need to audit the system itself. Are you keeping up with your records? Can you at any point prove that any worker has been trained within the last year on just general hazards of the job, trips and falls? PPE, forklift operating. Can you prove that at any one point? If OSHA were to walk into your office and ask you for various things like, have you filled out your workers' comp accident forms? Have you kept up with your safety programs? You have to produce these things. They are actually finable offenses. And right now, the maximum minimum fine is somewhere in the $13,000 range. It's actually getting, goes up about 5% per year. But can you imagine getting fined simply because you didn't have the proper paperwork? That's what audits are for. Audits make sure that everyone in the office admin is doing their job, but specifically, are the workers doing what you're asking them to do in the field? Excuse me. Wow, must have had steak for dinner. One of the questions that I always ask companies are, who's doing your audits? Because if you are actually doing audits, you're way ahead of the game. But a lot of times they'll say, the foreman is auditing his own crew. Now say that again. The foreman is auditing his own crew. Now why would a foreman, who are very, very, very possessive with their own guys. They love their own guys. They're a team, they're a brotherhood, sisterhood. They are a family in the field. They're not going to rat their own guys for the most part. They'll hide injuries. They'll hide near misses. Let's be honest with what's going on in the field. No, to audit a job, you need someone separated from that group to really look at them. It's not a situation where you have to tear these people a new one. You don't have to fire anyone over this. This is something where we take a snapshot and we do it frequently, and we don't do it on any kind of schedule. It should be totally random. Make sure that you're doing audits. Companies like ours, we do random site inspections. We'll come on a site. You let us know where all the places you're working, and we just show up. They don't know who we are. We start taking pictures. We start asking questions. And we see what really would happen if OSHA were to show up on your job. It's a great way to see where our weaknesses and strengths are. So another way to do that is to use your supervisors, to use your drivers, your delivery guys, your foreman, or even the owner. Oh, that would be great. If you could get the hierarchy of the company to start auditing itself, not in a mean way, trying to find somebody doing wrong, but in a way where we all can learn throughout the company what's going on out there and how we can learn. That's the best way to do it. So our Plus system allows us to send forms automatically. So it would send out to our supervisor to say, hey, I need you to do an audit on one of the crews this week. And it would automatically renew every week, every month, whatever you need. But the system allows you to fulfill the obligation to audit your sites. So if I were to walk in your office tomorrow and say, okay, I'd like to see the last 5 audits you did on any of your crews, on any of your people, on any of your facilities, would you be able to put your hand on it? So something to examine, something to think about. Please join us on Instagram. Put a thumbs up, put a comment. But you can also reach out to us at PagetRisk.com, and that's 2 T's. And once again, we just really thank you for watching the video, and I hope that you learned something. Great seeing you.